Hey, this is Nelson with Exit Real Estate Consultants, and I'm giving you my top 5 things you should be doing to the outside exterior of your home during the spring months, especially when it's a lot cooler, to try to get ready for home selling season. And also, if you're just trying to maintain your home, these are probably the things that I would recommend for every homeowner to do. So one of the first things I would highly recommend is probably checking your door. So what I mean by that is this is my front door, and it gets a lot of beating during this afternoon sun. So it definitely needs some paint, and also it's gonna hopefully freshen up. So check out your door, see how much it how much is worn or weathered out. Just a fresh coat of paint will definitely help it out in an appearance wise, especially if you're putting your home on the market. When the realtors come and show your home, we normally come through the front door. We don't go through the garage where you normally go through, but we come through the front door and we look at the doors. Like, if it doesn't look like it's well maintained, we don't really feel like it's going to be set the tone for when we go inside your home. The other thing I would also recommend is checking your hardware. Now, I replaced these hardware about a couple of years ago, and because the old ones had been worn out, tarnished, the locks weren't working, and it's one of those things that you really want to make sure that it functions well. Nothing more frustrating for a realtor when we have a key, we're trying to jimmy the door open because the locks don't work that well, or the key actually gets stuck in the lock. So see if it's well maintained, see if you need a new hardware and all that great things. It also sets the tone for our first impressions of the house as well. The other thing I have to talk about is paint. So that's probably the easiest, most affordable thing you can do to all the trim work, all the posts, all the columns that you have in the front of your home, because those, other than power washing it, just a fresh coat of paint will just totally make a big difference for it. And another thing for columns and posts, that's exposed to the elements. If you don't take care of it, it will wear out, of course, like every paint will wear out. And that post, whether it's been weather treated or not, it's gonna get wood rot. It will rot, and when it rots, you can stick your hand in it, and you'll have to replace it. So by maintaining it, painting it, keeping an eye on it, that's gonna save you some trouble down the road of replacing a column, or replacing it or repairing it. It's not cheap. So because I've seen several columns in homes that I've shown and we had contracts on, and that's probably one of the number one things I've always seen that always needs repair if it's been neglected or not taken care of. And of course, that's not going to pass your termite inspection as well, so that's always going to be called out on you. The other thing I would also recommend is power washing. So as you can see, I have a vinyl home. I would also recommend it for a brick home as well. So any of these 4 homes, there's going to be 4 sides, and of course, one of those sides, there will be the shady spot where it will not get any sun, it will not dry out, and it's going to have some mold or mildew on there. So it needs to be taken care of and power washed. So normally I recommend after all the pollen season is gone. Lots of power wash companies out there, but also just to remind yourself that when you get these power wash companies, make sure they're licensed and bonded, and also that they don't impact any of your windows, because those are all gas sealed, of course. And so if those the high pressure water hits that and breaks the gas seal, that's another thing you need to deal with. So a highly experienced power washer, always recommend those. So hope those 5 tips help you guys out as far as what you need to do during the spring season. The reason why I recommend spring is because here in Lexington, as you know, it gets really darn hot. So spring is probably the best time to maybe paint the doors, paint all these things. And it's a lot bearable to do all this stuff during the cooler months of spring. So hope that helps you guys out. And if you are looking for a realtor as far as getting on the market, or need to get some recommendations, or to see how much your home is worth, I'd be more than happy to discuss those options with you. So thanks again, and have a great week, and enjoy your spring season here in South Carolina. Have a great day. Bye-bye.